The largest of all the region's official American viticultural areas, the Monterey AVA runs almost the entire length of the county, from north of Monterey Bay to the southern border with Paso Robles. Covering such a large area, the Monterey AVA is diverse in both climatic makeup and the types of grapes grown. The single most important factor for every vineyard in the appellation is its location in relation to the chilly waters of Monterey Bay. Vines in the northern areas experience decidedly cooler weather, ocean breezes, and fog. Further south, the appellation opens into the fertile Salinas Valley. Framed by the Gavilan and Santa Lucia ranges, the weather pattern warms as you move down the valley. The southern end of the Monterey AVA basks in the sun with daytime temperatures approaching 100 degrees at times, while still being mildly tempered by the afternoon breezes from the Pacific Ocean. Franciscan missionaries first planted wine grapes here near their mission outpost in the 1790s, but the modern era of wine growing took root in the early 1960s. Granted AVA status in 1984, the Monterey appellation now boasts over 40,000 acres of vinifera wine grapes under cultivation. The types of varieties grown throughout the AVA reflect this climatic diversity. In the north, closer to the bay, cool climate grapes like Riesling and Pinot Noir do well. Further south, with the warmer temperatures, you'll find grapes that flourish in such an environment. Bordeaux varietals like Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, Rhone styles like Syrah and Petit Syrah, and even some Zinfandel. Chardonnay is still king though throughout this district, accounting for more than 50% of the vines currently in production.
The one thing about the Monterey AVA is that it is so large, so it encompasses a lot of things. In the northern part, we definitely get a cooler climate. When it's warm in the southern part, it sucks the fog in from Monterey Bay, and so the fog moves right down the valley.
It includes Monterey, it includes Carmel, starts towards the bay and it works its way all the way down towards the south end of the county.
The further south you get, the more warmer climate characters you can have for wine, varietals you can have for your wine.
The northern part of the AVA it's very close to the ocean. We have nice cooling breezes that blow through and keep our temperatures cooler. The southern part of the AVA, you get down towards Hames Valley and it's much warmer. The southern part of the AVA is much more conducive to growing varietals like Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot. As you work your way north, the temperatures begin to cool and you'll start to see Cabernet disappear. You'll begin to see some Merlot, some Chardonnay intermixed with it, and as you work your way through, you'll come across more and more Chardonnay, and then you'll start to see Pinot Noir being planted Greenfield North through Chular.
And the other thing you have to consider is soil, of course. We're on a sloping area here, which is very sandy, which could be different than the valley floor, which is different than the benchland. So that can vary, and that can then depend on what you're going to plant there as well.
Monterey County is a spectacular place to grow grapes. It is a spectacular place to make wines. There's so many different microclimates, there's so many different exposures, there's so many different temperature and other wind, other weather type of patterns that come through here that make each vintage distinctive. It makes almost every vineyard distinctive.
Well, the advantages of growing grapes and making wine here in the Monterey AVA are that you really can find what you're suited to.
All the different exposures, the different temperatures, the different soils as you work your way through the county really create very distinctive flavors in the varietals that are grown in those areas.